tea, I have my gummy bears, but I'm ready for an exciting match against Ghost Peppers and Infinite Meat. And just to read off the standings for the majors for these two teams right now, Ghost Peppers is 2-0 with Infinite Meat 2-0. So one of these teams is going to be losing that 0 win, or that 0 loss streak. Will be getting the first one. So I'm excited to see what is going to happen tonight. On the team tonight is Ochenta, who will be doing play-by-play, and Steiro, who is producing for us. So thank those two guys in chat. Ochenta, it's good to be with you tonight, sir.
Hello. This match is gonna be really exciting. Like, most likely it's gonna be really close. Like, both teams has 2-0 in their scores. Like, I'm pretty sure like they practice and practice and practice. And let's hope like I'm thinking like probably Ghost Pepper is gonna have some really spicy strats.
How spicy, Ochenta? Since they are peppers, how spicy do you think they're gonna be?
Really spicy, really spicy. Like enough to like send some fire. Like in those gifts and send some fire when.
Super spicy indeed. Yeah. Well, I hope they are really spicy strats, but not too spicy because me myself, I can't tolerate any spice. If I eat so much as a mild bowl of ramen, I start sweating like crazy, and then I have to drink a lot of water. So hopefully I can take it. But anyways, so for Ghost Peppers on the starting lineup, we're gonna have Roku on, Chaos, Nursey with an N, H2O, Gastrol, and Jackson, but with an XN. And on Infinite Meat, we'll have Lettuce Cat, Grumpy Pants, Cabbage, Osiren, Stereo Bright, and Revo. Now, Ochenta, just to let you know what these two teams are like. On the Infinite Meat side, Revo is a very good DPS player, and Cabbage is a very good tank player. Where on the Ghost Pepper side, I've casted them once, and they've done really well. I really like looking at Nursey, just because it's close to Mercy, but it's not. So I really like casting Nursey. And Nursey is a healer, an off support per his stats. So I'm really excited to see what he'll be happening. But I really wanted to keep a lookout on Revo because he's known to do work. And if Ghost Peppers can't stop Revo, they'll be in big trouble.
Yeah, definitely from what you told me, like then from what I see, like Revo is like crazy good on the DPS also, like seems like from what I'm seeing, like at least. So hopefully like if for Infinite Meat goes well and they manage to make Revo do some work in that role.
Most definitely, and they're gonna be doing work indeed, and they're gonna have 4 maps to decide to show us what they can do. 4/5 if a tiebreaker, and I really am hoping for a tiebreaker there, Ochenta, because both teams are at a 2-0 right now. So for the first map, we'll have Lijiang Tower, which is a control map. So there are games where it can go to 99% on both sides, and that's where the real meat of Overwatch can happen. And the next one will be an escort map, which is Junkertown. Payload map for both sides. Don't forget the payload. A lot of people tend to forget the payload. I'm hoping not to see any C9s, but hey, that makes for good Overwatch. And the third map will be Volskaya Industries, which is an assault map, which is a 2 CP map. So I stand correct on Lijiang Tower control map is best of 3, Volskaya is best of 2. And then Eichenwalde, you have a hybrid, which is a first control point, and then a payload last part. And then Oasis, if necessary, a tiebreaker, which is the same as control format as Lijiang Tower. So I'm very excited to see what happens. So Ochenta, give me your score prediction. So there's something that we have called Caster Curse. So whatever you say could affect the outcome of the game. But what score do you believe will happen for tonight?
I believe it's gonna go 3-2 in favor of Ghost Peppers.
2 Ghost Peppers.
Yeah. But like I'm pretty sure it's gonna be real close in those matches. So
it's gonna be a lot of fun. Absolutely. Okay, so you're taking a 3-2. So we're gonna be casting all 5 maps. So my my prediction is gonna be Infinite Meat 3-1 on their end, because I've seen this team. They are a very, very good team, but I am hoping for Ghost Peppers to take at least 1 point. So we'll definitely see what happens.
Yeah, we have to see it, definitely.
So anyways, it looks like Infinite Meat and Ghost Peppers are ready, but we are ready to almost go. And I've just been corrected on mispronouncing Revo's name. It's not Revo, it's Revo. So I apologize about that, sir. Hopefully it doesn't affect your performance too much in the games. So as we code into Lijiang Tower here, we're going to be at the tower. How appropriate for the first map. And I'm really excited to see what happens. So
let's see what the comms they have now.
Well, they got about... Go ahead.
Yeah, quite a bit of time, but like I'm just curious, I'm just hoping there's not gonna be much goats. Hoping that, finger crosses. Because because this is like an excellent map for Farah.
Definitely, and Farah would be a good map. So if one team does run goats and the other team runs a Farah, I would be the other team that's running goats will definitely be at a disadvantage here. And it looks like Ghost Peppers might be starting out with the goats composition, and then Infinite Meat will be going with just a standard dive with the Widow and Farah. So it'd be really exciting to see. And then, so like you said, the Farah is a really good pick, and Infinite Meat is going to be going with that Farah composition, whereas Ghost Peppers will be going with a goats. They will be going with the goats. So I'm really excited to see what happens. Here we go.
So let's start going in. Like first, trying to see like if they see a boop. It seems that they're going for white here, and Ghost Peppers is looking for an engage on Infinite Meat. Let's start engagement, and they go in. The Ghost Peppers still not able to engage on them, and the Divas starting to engage, and can you please?
So anyways, so Infinite Meats will get the good hand on this too right now, and they're going to be taking out the rest of Ghost Pepper. So that Fire composition has worked out for them, because Revo did get the first pick on the main tank, and they're still contesting on the point right now, with Jackson trying his best to fight it off, but gets taken out by Saria Wright, doing really, really good work on the Infinite Meat side.
Yeah. Esteride is getting enabled like crazy in this match, thanks to the Winston there. And if they carry an opening and, Steroid just gets that help of that opening and start killing everyone. So that's good.
Oh, definitely. Steroid did do some work, and the Revo actually gets a good boop off of Chaos, which is actually going to throw Ghost Peppers back to spawn, but Infinite Meat is not going to let them go.
So it seems that Revo is trying to poke everyone on Ghost Pepper, and Nursey pops that. Okay, they pop Revo pops the barrage, and they managed to kill two thanks to Lettuce Cat. Lettuce Cat pops that Diva Bomb, but doesn't get anyone, and it seems that Ghost Peppers are killing and they're trying to clean them up right now, and oh my god, and this Rebel is the DPS are going ham on the part of Infinite Meat and kill them all and surprise, and they managed to get the cleanup without much problem.
No problem at all. Looks like Ghost Peppers had the upper hand on that, with Nursey getting really two good picks earlier. So the Ghost composition was working for them in the white room, but then they peeked out a little bit too early, I believe, and gave Revo the advantage that he definitely needed. So there's going to be 5 alls coming out from Ghost Peppers and 4 coming out for Infinite Meat.
So let's go. Revo pops the barrage, kills 2 people, and it's like they get the cleanup and get that point without much problem.
Definitely no problem at all. Ghost Peppers, they really tried to hold their ground, or at least try to infiltrate Infinite Meat's territory, but they just wouldn't let them because Stereo Right and Revo had the upper hand in long range, whereas the Ghost Peppers were stuck on the Ghost composition, which is just close range combat, and they had no counter for Stereo or Revo. So I feel like Ghost Peppers should have swapped compositions a lot sooner, but they were pretty much invested into their Ghost composition. It didn't really want to get that up where they're playing right into it. So I really want to see more flexibility coming out from Ghost Peppers to accommodate the opposing composition.
Yeah, definitely they're gonna need that for getting to, at least on the previous map they needed that, but they had already more ults than they wanted. So now they are actually both going and they're engaging at each other, and they're swinging each other around and trying to kill each other. And it seems the cabbage goes in, and but it doesn't get any. Nursey gets Revo, and Lettuce managed to get there the main tank of Ghost Peppers. So they are a little bit in trouble. And it seems that they are managing to take Ghost Peppers actually managed to take the point here, and with even though like they didn't have a Rhine, well, and they're popping they now start to pop all they pop Nano on.
Oh man, huge anti any huge grab. Holy moly.
They went and cleaned them up with the anti-nade into the grab, so that's amazing.
Yeah, that was a really good play by the Ana there, getting a really good anti-nade with the grab combo. So Rook, good job on that. But Nursey gets the kill feed credit because I saw his character light up on the kill feed. But they're not going to give up on the Ghost composition just yet. There's another Ghost fight coming right up.
So they seem that they get grounded. They are popping everyone on ult, and Infinite Meat gets a team kill there with the grab and Diva bomb.
Yeah, that was a very good team kill with a commitment with the grab and from the Stereo ult. So that was just 2 ults used, and they have Ryan and a Lucio ult coming online, whereas Ghost Peppers will have 3 ults coming online.
That's amazing chat. Oh, they get a counter shatter, and they're going.
Anyways, it's just ults coming off for both sides right now. Ghost Peppers gets the upper hand on 2 of them. Really good target coordination by Ghost Peppers, and they're going to be moving on to Infinite Meat, and they're going to have to be backing out here for just a second. Zero Cat actually gets D-Mac, the Lettuce Cat trying to support her in the backline. They're still trying to boop himself back off, but they're going to have to back off here. But Ghost Peppers isn't letting them have it, pushing them all the way back to spawn, just going to stagger them even more.
Yeah, now the cows managed to get a sharing to them, and they pop trans. It seems that they're going to see Ham with the fight, and they're pushing hard. Infinite Meat grab them and kill them. Like they did a full team kill again, thanks to the grab and throwing everything at it.
Those grabs are really opening it up for both teams, I noticed there, Ochenta. Whenever the grab comes up, both teams just don't know what to do. They're just stuck in that grab. That Reinhardt should be holding up his shield a lot more. It looks like Cap's just going for a sneaky shatter right now, which he does, and takes out some members of Ghost Peppers. Is going to stop her right in their tracks.
And with that shatter, they managed to get an easy team kill without no problem, because after that there's 2 seconds they cannot do anything about it. And with a good target focus, it's easy.
Definitely easy indeed. And both teams are just flipping back and forth right now, so it could be anyone's game. Ghost Peppers has that fire that I haven't seen before, and they're doing really well. The good anti comes up from Roku, and the grab comes out from Ghost Peppers.
It seems that that Diva and the Diva server managed to get H2O there. And it seems like they're going in. Infinite Meat going and defending point. Yeah. Infinite Meat managed to grab 3, but they didn't do anything about it. Drop defense gets a kill on gas roll. They managed to pop the trans there, and also I'm trying to defend as much as possible. Chaos managed to shatter 3 people there. They're going to have Cabbage now shattering everyone on that team at that point, and they're going both rallies. They Ghost Pepper grab 3 people and Chaos kills 2. They're going back and forth. This is going really incredible.
Very incredible indeed. It's just an alt exchange from both sides, and I saw a lot of alt exchanges coming up from both sides. But then Infinite Meat eventually gets the upper hand with Jackson trying to stall as long as they can. And Anna is just coming back. She's really close to saving Jackson, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. Unfortunately, gets discorded. And Roku is there trying to make sure that she holds a position while H2O is holding the point, but doesn't unfortunately succeed. And Infinite Meat will take the first map. So really well played from both sides.
Yeah, definitely. Like those alt combos are going off, and not only that, that's grab and focusing everything. Those grabs are definitely like we said before, they managed to get a lot on that grab, and now I feel like this is actually amazing for both teams. Like still things can go, like Nets map can go for anyone.
It definitely can, and I'm really pleased with what we've seen so far. It's just a massive exchange of alts from both sides. So Ghost Pepper's bringing the spiciness to the match, while Infinite Meat trying to hold their own 2-0. So you can just see the fire coming from both sides, trying to maintain that score. So as both teams are going to be going back to their quote-unquote locker rooms to discuss next map, we're going to be taking a short break here. So I'll be right back. And we're back with Ochenta casting as color now, and Steidel as our producer. Currently, the score stands at 1-0 on Infinite Meat side. We are on the second map of Junkertown, and we are in the setup phase of the game. So, Ochenta, after casting last match, what did you think about it? What do you think about the matchup so far today?
This matchup's really close. Like they're everything. They're like so like. It seems that they're practiced a lot, both teams, and it seems like even they act like it looks like they were screaming against each other at some point, even because it seems that they're playing evenly, really evenly. Like they know what they're gonna be playing each player here.
And they definitely did, and it really shows that they know who they're playing against. It was really a really good flip flop between both teams on the last map, but Infinite Meat unfortunately took it. And I really like Revo and Stereotype's performance on the first match, where their Farah and Widow just shine. So, what Ochenta, what do you expect to see out of these two compositions?
Well, for these compositions, I expecting to see from the side of the defense of the Ghost Pepper, I expected to see a lot of picks before engaging them. And it seems they're going that Infinite Meat is going for the bunker comp with the Bastion.
Oh man, I thought we were going for a purity thing here, because Bastion is just dirty. But then Chaos tries to go up in his face and tries to stop him, open up the space a little bit for Ghost Peppers. But it does work. Fortunately, Ryan gets taken out in the process, and Gasworld is trying to throw them off the point right here with Ghost Peppers backing them out. But Gasworld actually gets the Mex and Leticast, gets a good hook on Gasworld and actually takes him out. So Michael Jackson are up on the top ground, trying to run away, but gets followed by Cabbage and gets taken out. And Aisho actually comes back, so Chaos is gonna be holding that space there. But a good hook coming out from Lettuce Cat. Aisho actually gets away, and Chaos is gonna go in for just a little bit more, but he's in big trouble because Bastion's got that damage buff from that last patch, so he's gonna be shredding through them. I don't think they'll be able to stand a chance.
Yeah, definitely. This comp is going ham, and mainly like with that Bastion, it's gonna be like a snowball. If they don't manage to kill that Bastion, they are in trouble, definitely.
And in trouble they are, and as you can tell, Ghost Peppers, they were kind of stuck in that little house there, trying to hide from that Bastion, which was actually a good move because Revo gets taken out by Chaos, but actually gets zoned up by Lettuce Cat. So even though the Bastion's gone, Infinite Meat knows how to make a lot with a little, and Castro is just on Baby Diva trying to stall out as long as she can. It actually gets remech'd, trying to throw Lettuce Cat in for a little run here, but gets demech'd once again. That's going to be an expensive repair bill, and Infinite Meat is going to be taking the first point.
So now we see that Jackson has the dragons, and Chaos is soon to have Shatter. I'm expecting them to actually combo those two ults. I expect, like, I want them to do that. I actually want them to do that because it's a combo that I haven't seen in a long time, at least on an actual match, and I want them. I hope they do that because that would actually it's able to destroy.
Yeah, that would be good on Mundi, but there comes that Dragons, just like you said, but not a Shatter, unfortunately, and actually zoned them out. That's enough for Chaos to take out Revo, which is going to stop Infinite Meat's offense and force them to make a switch. So they're going to keep fighting here, and Infinite Meat is actually nanoed and tries to do some work here, unfortunately, but it gets taken out by Ghost Pepper. So they're zoning the targets right now. Infinite Meat's going to be running for their lives, and Ghost Peppers isn't going to let them with the bomb coming up from Ghost Peppers, trying to throw him off just a little bit. Mailman fighting for his life, and they're going to be backing off here.
Oh, now we have the, like, we see, like, oh, they are changing. They changed one. They changed the Bastion and to the Genji now. I don't know how it's gonna work, but like, hopefully, I believe they're gonna try to kill that Mercy or cancel before, at least from Revo, just gonna try that. And with the, and from the part of Ghost Pepper is gonna have the Shatter still there, and they have Dragons again. So hopefully we see that combo.
Oh, they do have dragons again. Jackson was really on point with his ult there. So just the fact that he has his dragons again for this next fight shows that he's really performing for his team here. So they're going to be holding high ground here with the dive composition coming up from Infinite Me, at least just for the Winston. So there is no Diva right now. So hopefully the Winston will dive in with Revo, trying to get a pick on their Mercy before she Valks. And the fight's going to continue with Cabbage zoning out Chaos and Rock, unfortunately. So Infinite Me will have the upper hand here. And Ghost Peppers will fall with Revo doing some work, cleanup work, and they're going to be pushing this point uncontested. Team kill.
Yeah, thanks to the dive that the Infinity managed to do on the sand, and they took that sand really easily thanks to the anti-nade that was on him. So thanks to that combination with the dive up for Winston, it's not easy to survive with that. Let's just say that.
Oh, just not easy indeed. And Lettuce Cat is being such a terror with this hook right now. He's been getting all the picks that he's absolutely needed to open it up for his team. So with Gastro being DMAC, they're going to have a no DM for this. And Revo takes out Jackson, which is going to be a very, very hard hit on Ghost Peppers. And there's H2O coming out with that Valk, trying to get that uninterruptible res on Gastro. Should have res Jackson, in my opinion. That would have helped him out just a little bit, but loses the Zenyatta in the process. Revo just holding the high ground, doing his best he can to make room for his team. The Winston is going back there, and which moves the tanks out of the way, which Sarah was able to do some work. And there's that shatter out from Chaos, just a little bit too late, unfortunately, because Mailman comes up with that trank and saves his team from being wiped out. And if enemy is just going in for the kill, just opening after opening, Rock gets zoned out by Cabbage. Cabbage is doing a lot of work, so Ghost Pepper is going to need to do a switch here to hold this last push.
So it's gonna be really hard for Ghost Pepper to hold that push, because if you see there, they have the Nano Blade combo available to them. So
yeah, it's going to be really hard to hold. Indeed, and Lettuce Cat comes out in the back with the zoning all, with his whole hog, and Revo comes out with the Nano Blade and just cleans it up really quickly like it's just nothing, unfortunately. And the bomb comes out from Gasroll. Try to save the point. It actually takes out Revo, but might not be enough because Lettuce Cat, again, he's been really good on those hooks. Gets demeched once again, unfortunately, gets taken out. And Tracer with Michael trying to stall the point as long as he can with no blink. And again, coming in Rock, he's going to be tranking the point right now, trying to hold the team for as much as he can. They're at a stall count with a good anti coming out from the Ana. And Brethgyk almost dead. Cabbage manages to take him out. Chaos is actually falling asleep right now. So it's just an all-out brawl on the point right now. Ghost Pepper's trying to pick up their feet as much as they can, but Infinite Meat is just getting feet alt charged at this point in time. They're not going to be able to hold just much longer. Michael's in the back with recalling onto the point, gets discorded, tries to blink out of the way, but Brethgyk, H2O comes in with a clutch stall, but unfortunately it's not going to be enough, and Infinite Meat is going to take the second.
So in this matchup, seems that currently, I noticed that Infinite Meat currently has the superior ult economy here, or they're not only like building ults relatively fast, they're maintaining the ults for those combos. So it's relatively easy. Like if they have the superior ult economy, it's easy for them to push the payload easily. So hopefully by the nets, but by now the attack, Ghost Peppers managed to have a better ult economy here.
Oh, I sure hope so, and I think they'll be doing just fine here. They just had a little bit of stagger issues in the beginning, and that's hard for the defense side because you have this payload that's coming right toward you, right? It's gonna be really hard for them to stop the payload. But if they're gonna be on the attacking side, I'm expecting to see a really good push coming out from Ghost Peppers. They really have to focus Lettuce Cat. Lettuce Cat has proven that he has a really good hook, really good game sense, and Ghost Peppers just has to be on the lookout for him. Maybe focus him just a little bit. But Lettuce Cat is on Sombra. So it's really going to hurt their backline. So I want to see Ghost Peppers rally behind their teams that are hacked, take out Lettuce Cat, and they'll be able to do just fine.
Well, now it seems that Infinite Meat is going for the bunker comp in front, like on the breach, unlike in front of the breach on the pay. I don't like that positioning on there personally, but let's see if they work for that.
Yeah, let's see if it works. I'll be very interested to see. And Ghost Pepper should know that Sombra's right behind them and actually gets hacked on Chaos, so won't have a shield for now. and Infinite Meats will have the tactical advantage, and Rock actually gets pulled by the Orisa. Doesn't get any value, but the payload will continue to move forward, and Infinite Meat will be rotating to the choke there. Chaos's shield's getting eaten away pretty quickly. Gets welded by her Zarya. Stereo comes out with the hook, but doesn't connect with anybody, unfortunately. And Revo's taking the high ground here, trying to do some work on the backline, but it's just an all-out brawl by the outhouse right now. So I guess you could say this fight's going to the crapper because Revo gets a good Deadeye on the Ana and just cleans after everyone else with 2 members of Ghost Peppers left. They're going to be taken out by Gasroll's mech, will be demech'd once again, and they'll be stopped right here by the junkyard.
Yeah, definitely. That Deadeye saved that push. Like, that point was saved by the Deadeye. Like, I thought Ghost Pepper had it for that second, but like when after that Deadeye, I was like, oh my god, they got it. They got the...
Yeah, they almost had it, but since again, Ghost Peppers is running a ghost competition, by the way, on offense, and if someone takes the high ground, the ghost competition is at a very huge disadvantage, and a huge EMP comes out from Lettuce Cat. Another Deadeye comes out from Revo, but actually doesn't get anybody, and Ghost Peppers is gonna have to back off here, but Infinite Meat is probably going to let them. They're not gonna let them, but they're stuck right now. Gets a pull, good pull from Marissa. And from the Hog, which is going to force Ghost Peppers to commit to this next engagement with the loss of the Brethgyk. And Infinite Meat is just, doing what they want with it. Mailman's out of position, so he manages to escape, but he's actually getting chased down, which could be a huge pick for Ghost Peppers, because they're down 1 healer at the moment. Chaos goes after Lettuce Cat, and then a Shatter's going to be coming out from Chaos. Maybe he's going to do this, though. Risk drop the shield. It's a good opportunity to Shatter, but he might just hold on to it right now, because there's no reason to do it, because there's 3. Stereo comes out with whole Hog, and another Deadeye comes up from Revo and does not find anybody once again because it's saved by the beat. And Chaos goes in, gets Cabbage, and nails him against the wall, but gets taken out. So Ghost Peppers, with that loss of the Zenyatta, really helped open it up for them. And a good anti comes out onto H2O. Mama comes out the Trank, says to save Infinite Meat to stop this push because they know they are in big trouble because they're down numbers. Revo is taking the high ground once again with 52%. And a grab comes up from Ghost Peppers, which is exactly what they need to hold this first point, and a good anti comes up. Mailman almost losing his HP, but gets healed by his Ana. Good teamwork from both sides, and it's just a fight on the payload right now with Infinite Meat getting the upper hand now with the supercharger coming up from Cabbage, and Chaos is trying to do work on Cabbage, but he does not win. He gets taken out. Infinite Meat will hold this point 4 meters and 0.03 meters with 1 minute to go.
Yeah, that was really close for them. For Infinity getting like from Ghost Pepper capping the point. Sadly didn't manage to. And now like they have 2 ults. They have the Rally and Diva ult. Hopefully they manage to use it and get the point with that.
And there's that Rally, just like you said, and a good bomb coming out from the Diva, which takes out the Cabbage. So the front line for Infinite Meat is gone, and Revo actually gets zoned up, but Gasro decides to go after someone else, and that's actually a huge mistake, because Revo gets 3 of them. Gasro, you just gave up your entire team. You killed them. Man, that hurts, and Revo comes out with a clutch Deadeye to stop. They have 20 seconds left with only 2 ults left to go for Ghost Peppers.
And now they just have 1 chance to get them with a dive. But so they have to make it count.
They do have to make it count indeed, and I can't get over that move from Gasro. He had McCree in his sights. Revo was almost gone, I want to say. It was just him and Diva could have DM'd the flashbang, but it stopped them, and that stopped them from being able to get the first point and contest this match even more, which gave Infinite Meat the easy 2-0.
Yeah, but it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to DM that flashbang, and happens.
Well, anyways, good match play by both. I really like the hold for Infinite Meat, but Ghost Peppers really almost had that hold. And there's that play game, like I said, with Ghost Gasroll trying to get the McCree, but unfortunately does not. So both teams are going to call for a break, and we'll be back in 5 minutes. And we are back with map 3 of this 4-map series with Infinite Meat leading 2-0 on Control. Or sorry, on Assault on Volskaya Industries with Infinite Meat on the left side. On the blue side, Ghost Peppers on the right side. So, Ochenta, what do you expect to see this round?
Well, I gotta be honest here. I'm expecting goats from both teams. I'm expecting goats because this map is really strong for goats. Like, I don't think, like, at least from the attack side, goats is really strong, if not the strongest tactic you can use. And it seems that from the defense part side, they're going Bastion. Oh, that's this, and with a Sim Bastion strat. It seems they're going for a bunker.
Oh, I know what they're doing. They're going to be going on the left side where the Mega is, and they're going to teleport all the way to the back of point A, try to get the jump on Infinite Meat, or sorry, on Ghost Peppers, and it looks like it just might work. So I'm excited to see what happens. Oh no, I could be wrong. Actually, they're going right side. Actually, oh wait, sorry. No, I'm looking at the wrong side. So, Infinite Meat holding their ground on the bunker on top of the mini, which is going to throw Ghost Peppers in for a little scare there with a car wash on that one side. And Chaos actually loses the barrier, which is going to stop this push just for a second here. Jackson and the Genji are zoned out, trying to do some work, but unfortunately, there is actually a steal. So Jackson taking more of a bigger flank, trying to get their back line, and that Ghost Peppers is going to speed through the opening there to get more of the high ground. But again, Revo will be uncontested if we don't actually get him. So Michael goes in with a dash, tries to do a deflect there, but actually gets knocked off. And Jackson takes the first kill, it dies first, and Revo's just chilling up there with the high ground. A good anti coming out from the Ana and stops Ghost Peppers dead in the tracks. They are stuck. So Revo's is going to open it up at like a firing range and just shoot into the bunker, killing everybody.
So yeah, like, this comp, it's what like a friend of mine would call stink cheese, because there's all the cheese in the world. Symmetra, Bastion. Like, the only thing that is missing there is a Torbjorn, and you have the full thing.
No, I don't want to see a Torbjorn. That was just that means our casting is gonna stink because it's gonna be super cheesy as well. Like, well, we're gonna see this, we're gonna see that, and they're gonna be able to adapt because there's just gonna be so much armor coming up from both sides, and it's just really hard to stop. So Ghost Peppers is gonna try to do that strat once again, boosting on the top ground, and Gasworld actually gets zoned out, unfortunately. And they don't seem to, Infinite Meat doesn't seem to notice that just yet. They're looking at the backline, which is a good distraction. Jackson on the Sombra trying to do a Mailman, but Mailman actually gets the better of Jackson. So, Infinite Meat will relocate to the other high ground, getting more of a range on Ghost Peppers, and they're going to be stuck in that room once again, so they're going to have to hold or face Bastion's wrath.
And they are facing that wrath without, and like, they cannot do anything about it because of that Symmetra teleport. The Bastion is able to move everywhere because with that they just Bastion doesn't mind not having ability, because the mobility comes already for the teleporter without any issue.
Oh man, no contest indeed, and the healers are zoned out, so they're really bad spot, and Ghost Peppers isn't going to be able to make some room here. And Mama does a BM trank, Chaos tries to do a charge, but doesn't get anything, unfortunately. Jackson translocates out of there, and Rock does a hard reset.
60 seconds
Yeah, like, there's a, like, if they don't manage to get onto the Bastion, they're Ghost Peppers, they're gonna have a problem, and because that Bastion is what carrying the game for them. Revo in the Bastion is destroyed.
Well, Revo is destroying, yes, but Symmetra with the mobility is killing them as well. So two nanos coming out, Michael coming with the nano blade might be the only thing that they need, going after the Bastion. in which they do, but Mailman gets a really good hit on Michael, stopping that Nano Blade, and Cabbage comes out with the Supercharger and taking out Gas Roll. So Infinite Meat will get the best of this exchange here, and they're only going to have 10 seconds left. Chaos trying to stall it out, but does not find anybody. Here comes H2O. He's going to try to boost it at the last possible second. Michael's coming back as the Tracer. 1 second left, and they did the tap, which means overtime is triggered, and a bomb comes out from Infinite Meat to stall, or to get the team off the point, and that they do. With only 4 people now, Chaos is going to do his best as the hamster to stall it out with Revo. She's sitting very comfortably in the little enclosure, just shooting to however he wants. No contest for Infinite Meat. They got this with a full hold.
Yeah, they managed, this comp is what, besides that, I call it get down the suppressant, because everyone and supporting the Bastion, and they managed to support it until the last second, so they couldn't even get a tick.
No, not a tick. And I feel like Ghost Pepper should have swapped to maybe a dive composition. Even though Winston's not good against a Bastion, but paired with a D.Va and a Genji, I feel like they would have been able to make short work with the Bastion, including a Zen Discord. That would have gave them a little bit of a fighting chance there. But unfortunately, Ghost Pepper stuck with their comp, didn't make any swaps, just like previous games before them. So one thing I want to see Ghost Peppers work on is their composition flexibility. And that actually might get them the victories that they need.
Yeah, definitely. Because if they like you said, they managed to get the jump into Bastion. The Bastion has to be focused on 1-on-1, and if everyone focus at Bastion, there's easy way to just clean it up. It seems now that Infinite Meat is going for not goats. That's good. That's surprising. We're not seeing.
Are you sure about that? Well, yeah, they won't need to, because Revo is going to be on the Symmetra. They're probably going to be going on the left side, which is what they are. So Teleporter is going to be going up there, and they're going to be going to the back line there. With Cabbage doesn't actually make it. It was a little bit too big for his armor there, which doesn't work. So Ghost Peppers has to break the need for this push at least, and but gets a good pick on the Lucio from Ghost Pepper side. Lettuce Cat gets good picks. Oh, Chaos falls with Stereo boosting back onto the platform. So this is the advantage that they have. Michael gets zoned up by Lettuce Cat. They're going to be able to take this without much more of a fight, which is just 2 members of Ghost Peppers left. And a good charge coming out from Cabbage is not going to be much contest left. H2O tries to stall the point as much as he can, but it's taken out by the Ana. And it's going to be an easy take with a 3-0.
Yeah, Infinite Meat got him with, well, not exactly goats, but with a small variation of it, but with a Symmetra. So hey, that take notes for your comp games or sit stack. That's a good. it's a really great strat, because usually it's not expected for a goats composition to go for that side.
No, not usually, and it was really good. It was just really good hold by Infinite Meat. I just want to give credit to them. They played really well. They used their Symmetra to the full advantage with their new teleportation ability. Just move Bastion to and from, which trapped Ghost Peppers in a room, and they weren't able to do anything. And they took the map in 5 minutes, which is not that quick, or which is pretty quick. But I'm pretty sure they're going to want to take a break here, and so will we. So we'll see you in 5 minutes. that Ghost Peppers will take at least 1 point here, but for a map differential.
Yeah, definitely. It's just like I saw like these two teams. They seems to have a really similar matchup, and now, hey, seems that the Infinite Meat managed to take 3 maps without much problem.
Nope, no problem indeed. And just for the people that don't know about Eichenwalde is a hybrid map, so it's gonna be like the map that we saw last time, except they have 1 point to take, and the rest will be a payload, just like Junkertown. So based on the performance of both, I feel that Infinite Meat is just gonna roll them there, and then they're gonna roll them on payload. But I want to see Ghost Peppers pull it out. I want to see more team composition flexibility, and if they're able to adapt more to Infinite Meat, they will be able to take at least 1 point here. So that's kind of what I want to see.
Well, Eichenwalde attack. I feel like this it would be a good idea from Ghost Peppers to go on a goats composition. But even though it's not the most fun to see, but I'm expecting that because it's just really strong in this point.
Well, and Ghost Peppers isn't going to go Ghost Composition, but Infinite Meat is, because they know they're going to take this point real quick. And they're going to be moving in real quick with Cabbage doing that shield hop, taking the left, because there's a lot of resistance on the right. And Ghost Peppers does not decides to rotate, but a good Animate comes out, taking out both of the tanks. And Stereo gets demeched early in the fight, but it's still anyone's game at this point in time. And it's just a Rhine battle on the point right now. H2O falling, and a good fire strike coming out from Cabbage that's just going to let them take the first point with ease. Michael gets a good pick on Cabbage, so the front lane is gone, and Chaos does throw Lettuce Cat into the back lane with the Dragon coming out from Ghost Pepper. So they're actually flipping this right now. So Caster Curse, a little bit too soon here. Brock all by himself gets taken out, and H2O trying to solve the point right now. What he does best, as Lucio, but doesn't succeed, and Infinite Meat's going to take the first point here.
Yeah, Infinite Meat went for that goats and just roll it out, and that's how goats goes. Go front, everything seems about right. To be honest.
Yep, and that's
now.
Exactly
Yeah. Now second point. I was expecting to change that. It actually happened to a dive comp. It seems they're going for a dive goats. I don't know how to call it, but yeah, dive goats.
Winston Goats.
Oh, Winston. Okay.
Yep, and they're going for a Winston Goats, and they're able to do some work on the backline here, zoning out the tanks from the rest of the team, which is going to leave Ghost Peppers in trouble once again because the tanks are cut off from the healing. Good shatter comes up from Chaos, but Grumpy Pants is able to come out with the Trank, and High Noon comes out, does not connect, unfortunately. Revo comes out with a rally, so they're providing extra armor for their team right now. Jackson falls to Lettuce Cat, pushing Ghost Peppers all the way back, and there's some chance for environmental kills here, because they're really perched on the side there. Dragon comes out from the blue Hanzo and tries to do some work, but it doesn't work. Mailman gets 2 boops, so those environmental kills came in strong.
And the Winston Goats being strong in this point, mainly because if you see like all this high position that they have, they can play around how they like. And well, now Ghost Peppers have ults to go, and well, they're using them now.
Yeah, they're committing the ults to hold that point as much as they can with the Nanorine coming. Trying to hold the point, but unfortunately it doesn't really mean anything because Infinite Beast was get other people. They're going to be taking this point with no trouble at all, with very few ults committed actually, with just a Trank and a beat drop.
Yeah, that's actually really good for them now. Like they have 3 ults available to them. They have 4 ults. Infinity have 4 ults available to them, and so there shouldn't be much trouble for them to actually push it and get the point.
No trouble at all, because Ghost Peppers only has 2 ult, maybe 3 to work with, and comes a beat from H2O, and I'm expecting to see a Shatter and a Riptide, because that's all they've got right now. Lands on 3 team members, and that is the stop that they needed. Jackson coming in with a very good Deadeye and Chaos opening it up for them, so they're going to be able to stay holding the point here. And by the way, to our viewers out there, sorry about the score screen. We'll get that fixed for you right away. But it's been a really good match. So if you have listened to radio shows before, that's exactly how it was in the old days.
Yeah, definitely. And like that Deadeye, like managed to defend them for everything because I guess that Winston Bubble couldn't block anything or Diva DM.
So Infinite Me comes out with a bomb and takes out the Ana, which is going to be a pretty good pick for them. But Ghost Peppers will hold them once again with a very good tire. So Ghost Peppers, they have the advantage here of holding the corner. So Infinite Me's kind of play a little bit slower here than they're used to because they actually play really quickly. So some patience required.
Yeah, it seems that they start to going too fast and stuff not thinking about their strat they're going for. So Ghost Peppers managed to just stop them without much issue because I guess they probably have a plan at this point, but they're just going at it. I guess they were trying to at least to get some dry pushes, and now they have the nano boost for the Reinhardt, most likely.
And nano boosted Ryan, they really love to do that. And there it is once again with Chaos being nano boosted. A Shatter coming out, but Cabbage blocks it, but that's not going to stop Chaos because Ghost Pepper's just getting the picks that they need. So Infinite Meat, they're trying to do some work here, but unfortunately Ghost Pepper's just using the space that they have and using it really well. Grab comes out from Lettuce Cat, hoping to stop Ghost Pepper's dead in their tracks, and a Deadeye comes out from Jackson, but just a little bit too late on that sleep, but gets Mailman in the process. We'll be able to stop Infinite Meat once again.
Yeah, those grabs and Deadeyes are actually like this grab that Deadeyes of Jackson have saved the day like more than one time. They have like Infinite Meat have to try to stop those Deadeyes going off like every time because if not they get killed by it.
And get killed by that they did, and it was a really good combo from the McCree there, and a good anti from the Ana. But Chaos gets nanoed once again. It's going to be going in for that charge. Gets a good pick on Lettuce Cat, just stopping Infinite Meat in their tracks. Infinite Meat's going to have to go back and reconsider their strategy here because they're still staying on goats, and this is the third time that their composition has failed. So I want to see a change from Infinite Meat, play to their strengths and not just goats, because Ghost Pepper's they're just getting all charge right now.
Yeah, I feel they actually should change the comp, but it seems that they probably practice this comp so much that they don't have anything more available for this right now.
No, they don't, but they have 1 minute 16 seconds left and they won't be able to farm all charge fast enough with that time bank. It's gonna be a little bit difficult. And then Michael comes up with another tire, takes out the front line once again. It's gonna throw Infinite Meat back for another reset with 1 minute left. This is the one push they have left. What do you think they're gonna come up with, Ochenta?
Well, probably at this point, the only option they have is combo grab with Diva Bomb, and hopefully gets like 2 or 3 picks at that point. If not, they're most likely to be doomed.
Oh, Chaos tries to do a shatter but doesn't stop them, and there's that combo with the nano coming out from Lettuce Cat. I want to see that grab come out. It's gonna stop Ghost Peppers. They're probably waiting out the nanoed Rhine, but just might not be enough. And there's that grab coming out. Take two of the supports down, which is the kills that they need because Ghost Peppers have no more supports. Infinite Meat has free kills right now with no healing available. Ainu comes out from Jackson, but actually gets killed, unfortunately. So still, Gasroll is still stalling the point, which is a really good stall actually, because 4 members of Ghost Peppers are going to be coming back out. They have time to wait to congregate together, and here I knew coming up from Revo, this is gonna hurt, but it doesn't. It actually finds Jackson, so they lost one of the DPS again, but they don't have spawn advantage, so all they have is 5 men. Good shatter comes up from Cabbage, stops Ghost Peppers in their tracks, but Infinite Meat will get a few more picks, being able to solidify this push here. Revo on top, getting that high ground uncontested. They'll be able to push it in overtime.
It seemed that what they needed was a small change on their comp, and well, they actually managed to push it up thanks, like, I believe it could be thanks to that McCree, because they were just smashing and smashing all the time. Besides that, they were also hesitating quite a bit. Infinity was hesitating quite a lot on engaging on on Ghost Peppers.
They were, and they really got to find a way to contest Revo, because Revo's been having free lunch all day long. I'm pretty sure this is a very good learning opportunity for Ghost Peppers. But on the opposite hand, Infinite Meat will probably be able to take something away from this as well. Running goats into the last one in Eichenwalde, they got stopped very many times. So maybe they didn't work on comms, team coordination. Not sure exactly what was going on, at least on their side, but they might be able to have a full hold here based on the previous control maps. So, Ochenta, what kind of comp are we seeing here?
So we seen from Ghost Peppers at full on dive, at classic dive. I actually enjoy, like, I love this because it seems, they're going for a full dive, and really, like, haven't seen a full dive in a while. And it makes me happy not to see goats. It just makes me happy. Because I've been seeing goats all day, all days, like all the time. So it's good to have some variety.
No, it really is good to have some variety indeed. Hopefully, with that new patch that Blizzard is putting out, it might be able to eliminate goats, because the damage reduction on the tanks is actually getting nerfed. So the tanks won't be able to hold as much as they can. So Revo doing some work here to trying to give their team some space. Ghost Peppers elects to take the opposite side, but half their team, they're going to be slowly gathering, and Cabbage responds in turn, but tries to take the fight to them. So it's interesting positioning on Ghost Peppers, using the full perimeter of the clock tower, but Revo gets the first pick on Jackson, with Chaos going in trying to do some work on the backline. What actually does work, takes out all their supports. And if they focus on targets here, they'll be just as quick of a take just as Infinite Meat. So Revo trying to do some work here, but gets zoned out from the D.Va, and Alicia just bullying him right now. They're going to be able to take the point here.
So they managed to execute the dive correctly, and if they execute correctly, like, usually it's like, sometimes someone told me Blitzkrieg, it's a good word to describe dive, because it's so fast that then the team that gets dived usually doesn't know what's going on until they get dived and killed.
At least they don't know what happened. No,
yeah.
Definitely not. They don't know what happens until they like hit someone, especially like playing against a Winston. It's like really scary to see, because you see this monkey flying up from the top of the air, from the air, like just diving on your face. This is kind of scary. So they're sticking with the dive composition here, throwing Infinite Meats off the high ground, which is a really good move. Cabbage comes back and tries to dive him back. He's losing his jump. He's going to be in danger here, and Revo comes out. What, the drag gets eaten by gas roll. So no drag is coming out from Infinite Meat. They're going to be able to roll. This gas roll comes up with a bomb just to demech. When he gets demeched, gets remexed, Stereo goes down. Again, a really good hit scan. Ghost Peppers has the same momentum as Infinite Meat. Infinite Meat is probably wondering what the heck is going on, because Ghost Peppers is actually waking up right now. They're going to be doing a full reset here.
Not gonna lie, I'm loving this aggression from Ghost Peppers. Only living, like, at least you see like they left one person on the card while everyone else was engaging on the enemy team, and I love that aggression because it doesn't let Infinite Meat to get comfortable for defense.
No, definitely not. And it looks like they're very uncomfortable right now, because their team gets zoned out once again. But Cabbage gets nano, but is able to reconvene with his team, and a bomb comes out from the D.Va. It doesn't connect, unfortunately. Wayama comes out with a beat drop, and this is an all-out fight from both teams right now. And Revo is at 65. Oh, here comes a Blade coming out from Michael, trying to do some work here, swinging around. Blade gets taken out by Cabbage's primal rage here, unfortunately. Ghost Pepper's just on fire right now. There's that fire that I wanted to see, not letting Infinite Meat take it for the 4-0, but if they're going to have a 4-0, they're not letting him go without a fight.
Yeah, definitely. Like they're managing to use their ults to give them a roll for the money, at least on Eichenwalde. Right now, and now they managed to Infinite managed to defend the. Hopefully, Ghost Peppers managed to get that point by the next one, because like with that diva bomb can be good if they manage to get something.
Yeah, and definitely they'll manage to get something here because they have 2 minutes 50 seconds. They'll be a Ghost Pepper's way to do some work. But Infinite Meat, they're on fire now, getting the picks that they need. They noticed Ghost Pepper's strategy and they countered with a dive composition of their own and throwing Ghost Peppers back in the spawn.
Well, yeah, with that, like they're countering the dive with their like I said, with their own dive, and basically, if the team that dives much better, it seems to be currently Infinite Meat. They're focusing all targets, like the targets correctly, and not letting them do anything.
Nope, none of them do anything indeed, and Ghost Peppers is going to have to play a little bit slower now and focus their targets. So they're going to be fighting on the drawbridge right now with Chaos falling really early to a Diva boost from Lettuce Cat. So the front line is gone, and Cabbage comes out with a Primal Rage trying to zone out Ghost Peppers even more, and they are zoned out. They got really split up from that Primal Rage from Ghost Peppers and Spawn 1.
Yeah, now both teams will be coming with a lot, with at least 4 to 5 ultimates each. So it's gonna be a real intense fight, definitely.
Oops. Bad finger from Stereo. He had that Deadeye, but maybe he just wanted to reload or something, or just BM, because they have a 1 minute 27 seconds left. But that actually might hurt them because Ghost Peppers has 5 alts coming up. So I'm curious to see what happens there because he fat fingered, but they're gonna have 4 alts to work with. So it might be an alt fight with his second last fight. So Revo comes out with the blade and takes out Rock real easily. It's going to stop Ghost Peppers once again. Revo's just doing work in the back line, or doing work on the tanks, but zones out the rest of their DPS. Infinite Meat with another full hold.
Well, it seems that they were trying to make Infinite Meat use some ults for this push because Ghost Peppers have 3 ults available, and Infinite Meat only has 2.
Well, they're using it all right now. Michael is doing work, and Lettuce Cat comes up with a counter bomb, takes out both of their supports. It's going to hurt Ghost Peppers here. They got to really pick their targets, so they want to push real quick. But Cabbage isn't going to let them go because they're with a Primal Rage, hoping for some environmental kills on Ghost Peppers. And it's just both tanks right now, with Mailman as their only healer on the Infinite Meat side. Michael just doing a lot of work here, and Revo trying to demech gas roll once again. Jackson as a tracer trying to do some work. And with only 7 seconds left on the clock, it's going to be the last fight. So if they don't want Infinite Meat to get that 4-0, they're going to have to fight with all they've got. Rock is in a really bad spot here. Goes on the backline. Revo comes out with the Dragon Blade. It's going to take out the front line first, and then it's going to take out the Mercy. And that's going to be it with a 4-0 from Infinite Meat. Maybe. Well, Michael's going to go down. And that is it. 4-0 Infinite Meat.
Yeah, it seems that Infinite managed to out-dive the dive of Ghost Peppers, and they calmed that spice.
Yep, and that spice came out, and it was a really good play from Infinite Meat for 3 maps, but I really want to give credit where credit's due. Ghost Peppers did a really good push. They're making Infinite Meat uncomfortable. Their dive composition did work, but unfortunately we're held up at the bridge, and Infinite Meat was able to take that 4-0. So, Ochenta, what did you think of the matches tonight?
Like, this match already was incredible. The net.
Yep, matches were incredible indeed, and I want to thank Infinite Meat and Ghost Peppers for playing their best tonight. Both teams will have VODs to watch and notes for both sides to improve their gameplay. Again, my name has been Brett. I've been your play-by-play caster with Ochenta as your color. Thank you, Steidel, for producing for us. And if you want to watch more Overwatch, we have another match coming up in just a little bit. We have Otter Oxide versus Quantum Charge from the Miners that Steidel, Bort, and Silent Marine will be producing. And if not, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll have more matches for you tomorrow. Burn versus Paradox at 8 p.m. Eastern, and then Older Watch versus Ghost Peppers at 7 Eastern. So we'll hope to see you tomorrow. Have a good night, guys.
special talent? Do you have any special talent? Do you have any special talent?